Hey guys, Andrea Caprio here. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm glad to have you here. I am here with a really good theme that might be of interest for you. I want to speak today about weight loss fasting. A lot of people contact me and speak about, or ask me rather, if it's good to fast or they want to fast for weight loss or so. And I want to debunk a couple of myths and rather also give you a couple of tips or important things to pay attention to when you choose to fast if you want to lose weight. Right. So first of all, how are you? Right. I know I have been. I had recently a lot of promotion going on. Right around my. We had the challenge and we had my webinar, and I was speaking about my End Emotional Eating group coaching program, which is still on, by the way. So if you're still interested in joining it, please do contact me. I'm happy to share the details with you. I still have a couple of bonuses that you can get, and it's really great to join, but it will be closed very soon. So if interested, just let me know. But today, as I mentioned, I want to speak about fasting if you want to use that for weight loss. So again, welcome. And if you're in here, just let me know where you're from or where you are currently, right, in the comments. And of course, any questions, just let me know. Now, the question is, have you fasted in the past? Have you used fasting to lose weight? What is your experience? I had written a blog post about intermittent fasting. But I have also just written a blog post about the basics of fasting in general, right? That includes intermittent fasting or any kind of fasting. Some people choose to do short fasts or so. And I actually do recommend fasting from time to time. However, I do recommend a very safe way of fasting. I will speak about that a little bit more in the end. So please stay tuned, because fasting can be dangerous, right? A lot of people just jump into a fast. And I don't speak now about intermittent fasting per se. I'm speaking more about fasts such as juice fasts or water fasts, or fasts, like going without food for a couple of days or so. Some people do that even for weeks. I speak also about fasts where you keep out certain type of foods or categories of foods or so. Now, there's always a word of warning. Those fasts might be a good idea, but they might not. And I explain you why. Because often when we are fasting without the supervision of an expert, and by the way, even then, fast can be dangerous to your health, detrimental to your health. There can also actually provide more stress to your body than the fast is worth it, right? Because the body goes through a lot of stress when you do a fast, right? If suddenly you change something from whatever you do normally to something different, your body is like in shock, right? It's basically saying, hello, what's happening here, right? So you want kind of to be a little bit mindful about that. And that's why I want to share the basics of fasting, what to be mindful about. But you want definitely to make sure, your fast is a safe fast. And that is really, really important. Especially if you have some health issues. So you always want to check with your healthcare provider, your doctor or primary healthcare provider. Of course, if you are pregnant or just come out, from a sickness or from hospital or whatever, I would not recommend that. But as I said, I don't know you. So whatever it is, always check with your healthcare provider to make sure that is a safe way, and then choose the best fast for you, right? Now, the basics of fasting is when you want to when you want to lose weight, is basically to make sure that, first of all, that you keep yourself hydrated, right? So if you're changing the way of eating, if you eat less or you change whatever you're eating or so, the thing is that is really important that you continue drinking water or herbal teas, maybe, or even green tea is usually also quite good and is rather good for weight loss, but definitely keep yourself hydrated. First of all, the body needs, of course, water. And remember, especially if you change your food and if you eat less food during a fast, food has water in it. So you're depriving your your body of water already, right, with that. So you definitely want to add more water to kind of balance. We need water. Okay, whatever you want to do, you cannot fast on water, right? So it's very important, to make sure you get hydrated, and even more than usual. Why more than usual? Very often during a fast, the body is more under stress, as I mentioned earlier, but also often there is a detoxification process that's happening. That's usually happening in the liver and our digestive organs. I'm going to get to that a little bit later. And so you want to make sure that this detoxification process is actually supported with water. The water will allow the toxins that kind of through the fasting process get kind of loosen up to allow to eliminate them, right? Either through your skin or, when you go to the bathroom, right? So you want definitely to make sure that you drink a lot of water. It also helps you a lot with what is called die-off symptoms. Die-off symptoms are normally adverse reaction to the fast and to stopping or not eating certain type of foods, which happens usually through the fast or the detoxification process. And that is, for example, things like sugar, right? Coffee, right? I don't know about you, but each time I go, I don't do a fast, I do a cleanse. Again, I will tell you more after that. But when I go on a cleanse, I will not drink coffee, right? I mean, I eat rather healthy in general, so that's not the issue, but the coffee I do like, and I do stop that during a cleanse, and I definitely get headache. And for example, the water helps with that, right? It flushes it out and makes sure you are enough hydrated. The next point is in there after the hydration is to get enough sleep. Now, already sleep is super important for our day-to-day, right? It supports the healing. It helps, by the way, with weight loss. Enough sleep. There were plenty of studies done. I don't want to go into details. I've done that in other Facebook lives. But definitely sleep is something you need. First of all, again, the fast is a stress on the body, so you should relax a little bit more and sleep a little bit more, right? So that is very important. And your body is just going through this stress, and also while you are sleeping, the body can recuperate better and can fast as well. And that, by the way, helps you also with cravings. So make sure that you get enough sleep. About 8 hours is something I would recommend, especially during a fast. The next point is cardio, and that is something maybe not always on your mind, and with a little pinch of being careful around. But I definitely would recommend to add during a fast some cardio. And cardio doesn't need to be like, running a marathon or something, but just going for a walk, right? Or doing a light jog or, light movement or something like that. That helps you with your fast, right? And again, gets everything flowing and helps you to get your metabolism up as well, and helps you with the idea of the fast, which is in our case the weight loss, right? So definitely cardio. Having said that, however, be careful if you get lightheaded or so because of the fast. You might want to take it easy, right? Depending on what type of fast you do as well, I would recommend to be rather on the, careful side, right? Again, check with your doctor as well, especially if you have any health issues. But a little bit of cardio can support the fast as far as it's not too much. And as I say, if you're lightheaded, don't do it, and then rather opt maybe for just a walk and maybe some yoga or something like that. But definitely I would recommend a little bit of movement can support your fast. Now, the next thing for the fast is stay on a good diet. And what I mean there is when you do a fast, what is important is to make sure to have still a balanced diet. And I am a little particular about it because I've seen so many fasts and diets out there that are not respecting the needs of the body, right? The nutritional needs of the body. Your body, to function well, needs things like protein, carbohydrates, fiber, fat, right? Things like that. So it is important to include all these. And if you want to use the fast for weight loss reasons, it is usually also that you want to detoxify, get rid of toxins, because toxins are fat soluble, and because they're fat soluble, they kind of hang on to your fat cells. And that often, when we have too many toxins, is actually the reason why we are not losing weight, because they kind of hold together, and that doesn't allow us to drop the weight. So we need actually, through the fasting or detoxification process, we need to transform the fat-soluble toxins into water-soluble toxins. And then with all that water we are drinking, we can eliminate it, right? And that's super important, because if you don't respect that, what happens is all these toxins that kind of got loose through the fast, through the detoxification process, is kind of as free radicals in your body and stay there and can cause more harm. And that's why the proper diet is so important. Now, what I mean by proper diet is, one thing that is very important when you do that is to eat enough protein. Now, you might not know that, but protein has amino acids that probably you know, and the amino acids have function, and some of the amino acids you have in protein are helping actually the liver to detoxify, right? So it's very important for the process, but also it's very important for this whole process to have your vitamins and your minerals. And I will not go into all the details, because probably that's too much for a call like this, but if you're interested, very happy to share with you. Just let me know in the comments. But all these different vitamins and minerals and so on, the amino acids, the fat, the fiber in the vegetable you're eating, etc., all have the function to transform the toxins and get rid of them eventually, as I mentioned, from fat to water soluble, and then get rid of them. And that's very important in the fast. And that's why, by the way, I have my 21-day transformational nutrition cleanse, which is kind of helps you to get rid of sugar cravings and helps you to lose the toxins and lose fat, right, at the same time. So if you're interested, let me know. I do have a special as well on that one at the moment still. I actually going to change it very soon. So if you're interested, definitely, it's also going to be in my article, by the way, the blog post, which you can find the link to in the description. So if you've been listening to me so far, you can get all the ideas here in the blog post as well all together. You can print it out or keep it for later, and check out my other blog posts, like I mentioned, the intermittent fasting. I have one, it's actually, there's a link and so on. So you have lots of ideas there how to stay on on a good diet, and how to support the fasting process, allowing you to lose weight and do it especially in a safe way, a safe and efficient way. You do want during that process to flush your body out with healthy nutrients, right? Really nourish your body. And that's far more important than just do a fast. Right, so I would love to know if you have any questions here, even if it's the replay, just put it in the comments and we get back to you one way or another. If you need help with it, if you have more questions maybe about weight loss or how to fast and lose weight or so, just type it also in the comments, and I'm very happy to jump on a call with you, or just send you a message or so to give you all the details. My name is Andrea Caprio. Thanks for joining me today. It was really great. I hope you're well. And remember to, if you do fasting, if you choose fasting as a way of weight loss, do it safely, work with a healthcare professional, maybe me if you want to, or somebody else, right? And really look to make it a safe way and not just a quick way. And also remember, fasting is just one little component of your health journey, right? I do fasts, when I start working with my clients, for example, in the beginning, often we do a cleanse, the 21-day cleanse, or I have another one as well, which I do to kind of kickstart, to reset the body, because once, the toxins are not there, actually the body can heal better, and hence the weight loss. And that has really helped a lot of my clients, but that requires a longer time to work on just a quick fast will not solve your problems. I just want to say that as well. I'm always very upset to see out these ads or whatever promotions for, lose whatever 50 pounds with my fast or so. No, it's not going to happen. You might lose some weight, but probably you're going to put it back on right after. So that is where the work then continues, is after the fast. And I'm here for you if you want more. Thanks so much for joining me, and I see you next week. Bye-bye.